The National Football League (NFL), known for its thrilling games and superstar athletes, has also been a battleground for controversies. And at the heart of one of its most polarizing debates is the name Colin Kaepernick. His decision to take a knee during the national anthem ignited a nationwide discourse on racial equality and free speech. But amid the turmoil, one question persists. Was Colin Kaepernick truly good enough to play in the NFL? In this eye-opening session, we're about to dive deep into the facts and compare Kaepernick to other NFL players, revealing an untold story that will change the way you see his career. Before we jump into the statistics, let's acknowledge a significant shift in the NFL's stance. The league has come a long way from trying to silence its players to now admitting its past mistakes. The recent admission may not necessarily be a moral awakening, but rather a reflection of a massive corporation adjusting its sails to the prevailing winds. Nevertheless, this acknowledgement, even if somewhat belated, is undoubtedly a step in the right direction. Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, recently made this admission in a low-resolution basement video. Goodell's reluctance to utter Colin Kaepernick's name during this admission speaks volumes. It's a name that the NFL, after finding tooth and nail to silence, still finds difficult to acknowledge. Nevertheless, the message was loud and clear. We were wrong. With such a significant admission from a league that rarely accepts fault, we're left wondering what comes next. Will the NFL follow through with actions that support racial equality, as demanded by several star players? While Goodell's statement is a positive sign, it remains to be seen how substantial these actions will be. The second myth centers around a contract from Denver. Kaepernick was allegedly offered a contract by the Broncos, but this offer was made in the spring of 2016, before his national anthem protests. It's crucial to note that this contract included a significant pay cut and came after a potential trade from San Francisco. The lack of specifics in the narrative surrounding this rejection is worth noting. Now, let's address the third myth. Colin Kaepernick was not good enough to be in the NFL anymore. He was the worst quarterback in the NFL in 2016. This narrative, often shouted from the rooftops, deserves a closer look. In 2016, Colin Kaepernick made his return to the field as a starter after recovering from surgeries. It was a pivotal season that would later become a central point of debate regarding his NFL career. Kaepernick's number of starts in that season was limited, with only 11 games due to his recovery process. However, he managed to rank 29th in passing yards and 26th in touchdown passes, even though he missed 5 games. This suggests he was playing at the level of an NFL starting quarterback. Now let's dig deeper into the statistics that paint a more complete picture of Kaepernick's performance in 2016, highlighting his efficiency and effectiveness. Colin Kaepernick's 2016 statistics provide a comprehensive insight into his performance during that season, reaffirming his abilities as both a quarterback and a dual-threat player. His passing efficiency was evident as he completed 196 passes out of 331 attempts, resulting in a completion rate of 59.2%. This completion rate demonstrated his capability to effectively connect with his receivers, a crucial skill for any quarterback. In terms of passing yards, Kaepernick accumulated a total of 2241, with an average of 6.8 yards per attempt. While not topping the league in yardage, these numbers reflected his ability to move the ball through the air and contribute significantly to his team's offensive efforts. Perhaps one of the most impressive aspects of his 2016 performance was his touchdown-to-interception ratio. Kaepernick threw 16 touchdown passes while being intercepted just 4 times, showcasing his excellent decision-making and ability to protect the football, a critical trait for a successful quarterback. His passer rating of 90.7 further solidified his status as a proficient passer. A passer rating above 90 is generally considered above average and underscores his effectiveness as a quarterback. Kaepernick's dual-threat nature was also on full display in his rushing statistics. He carried the ball 69 times, accumulating an impressive 468 rushing yards and scoring 2 rushing touchdowns. This ability to make plays with his legs added a unique dimension to his game, making him a challenging opponent for opposing defenses. Despite these impressive statistics, Kaepernick's inability to secure an NFL contract in the subsequent years remains a subject of debate and controversy, raising questions about the factors beyond his on-field performance that contributed to his absence from the league. To provide perspective, let's compare Kaepernick's 2016 stats to those of Ryan Fitzpatrick, a reasonably mediocre NFL quarterback. During the 2016 NFL season, Colin Kaepernick's performance stood out in several key aspects when compared to Ryan Fitzpatrick's. These distinctions highlight Kaepernick's effectiveness as a quarterback and dual-threat player. Firstly, Kaepernick boasted a higher completion percentage of 59.2%, showcasing his ability to consistently connect with his receivers. In contrast, Ryan Fitzpatrick's completion rate likely fell short of this mark, indicating that Kaepernick was more accurate in delivering passes. Secondly, Kaepernick's passer rating of 90.7 significantly outperformed Fitzpatrick's 69.6. The passer rating is a comprehensive measure of a quarterback's efficiency and effectiveness, and Kaepernick's higher rating suggests that he was more proficient in both decision-making and execution when passing the ball. When it comes to rushing, Kaepernick also outperformed Fitzpatrick. Kaepernick's agility and mobility allowed him to accumulate more rushing yards and touchdowns, further emphasizing his dual-threat capability. This additional dimension to his game made him a more versatile and challenging quarterback for opposing defenses to contain. Furthermore, Kaepernick maintained a better touchdown-to-interception ratio compared to Fitzpatrick. This statistic indicates that Kaepernick made more touchdown passes relative to the number of interceptions thrown, which is a crucial indicator of a quarterback's ability to protect the football and make prudent choices under pressure. These performance disparities in completion percentage, passer rating, rushing yards, and touchdown-to-interception ratio during the 2016 season collectively underscore Colin Kaepernick's overall effectiveness as a quarterback, highlighting his well-rounded skill set and his unique ability to contribute to his team's success in multiple facets of the game. Kaepernick outperformed Fitzpatrick in every measurable way, despite Fitzpatrick continuing to secure contracts in the NFL. In the years following 2016, numerous quarterbacks with questionable records received contracts from NFL teams. Some of these quarterbacks included Derek Anderson, Matt Barkley, Brian Hoyer, Mike Lennon, and Mark Sanchez, among others. Kaepernick's stats clearly show he was better than these quarterbacks, yet he remained unsigned. Another pertinent comparison is with Brock Osweiler, who had a fairly average 2015 season, but still landed a lucrative contract after just 7 starts. This stark contrast highlights the unfair treatment Kaepernick received in the NFL. In the year 2015, when comparing the performance of quarterbacks Brock Osweiler and Colin Kaepernick, several striking differences come to light. Firstly, Osweiler had a notably lower passer rating of 86.4, while Kaepernick boasted a higher rating at 90.7. This indicates that Kaepernick was more efficient and effective in his passing game during that season. Secondly, in terms of passing statistics, Osweiler lagged behind Kaepernick in both passing yards and touchdowns. This suggests that Kaepernick not only outperformed Osweiler in terms of passing efficiency, but also in terms of his overall contribution to his team's offensive success. Furthermore, when considering rushing production, Kaepernick also outshone Osweiler. Kaepernick was known for his dual-threat ability, and in 2015, he likely contributed more to his team's ground game than Osweiler did. This added dimension to Kaepernick's game made him a more versatile and valuable asset. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the subsequent year, 2016, when Kaepernick displayed a strong performance, particularly as a quarterback. Despite his evident skills and capabilities, he received no contract offers, while Osweiler managed to secure a lucrative multi-million-dollar contract. This discrepancy highlights not only the complexities and biases within the NFL, but also the potential undervaluing of Kaepernick's talent and contributions to the league. To complete the picture, it's essential to consider the supporting cast. Kaepernick's top receivers in 2016 were far from elite, which likely impacted his statistics. This is a factor often overlooked in the Kaepernick narrative. In summary, the statistics from the 2016 season make a compelling case that Colin Kaepernick was indeed a top 20 NFL quarterback at the time. His performance compared favorably to many other quarterbacks who continued to play in the league. The question of whether Kaepernick deserved to be in the NFL is not a matter of skill. Rather, it is a question of the broader social and political context that surrounded his career. But there's much more to this story which we can unravel in further videos. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Your support keeps us going, and we look forward to bringing you more engaging content.